There. Awesome. So we are recording this, and now I will get into the back end of the site. We'll do a screen share and walk through everything here. So to Chrome, and let me know if you can't see anything, so make sure I can get this all set. So at this point, you should be able to see what you see when you first log into the back end of the website. Is that correct?
I've never logged into the back end of the website.
Oh, okay. Well, then this is what you'll see. Okay. This is great. So yeah, once you log in, you log into the back end of the site. This is the main dashboard, or the admin dashboard when you go there. So okay. That is your base right there. Because of how so I'm just going to kind of repeat what we chatted about prior to recording. Because of so I'll show you the careers page. The way it's set up is, or has previously been set up, is some text was added, and then a link to a PDF so you could download. So right. I'm going to walk through the stages. I guess the best system for you to do it. I'm big in expediting things to make sure we get systems that are as efficient as possible. So, so here's what we'll do. So first things first, you go into the media section in the back end, and you're going to upload your PDF. So right now, there's a whole bunch of different files there. It is as simple as going up to the media library button there, which says Add New. And being what any program should be, there's redundancy built in, so you can actually go here to the side and say Add New. I believe you can, you can even go up here for new.
Multiple ways.
Exactly. So whoever's watching this, there's lots of ways they can do it. Okay. Really simple though, as far as select files, click and upload. Right. In this case, I'm not going to upload one because we get the idea. Okay. Now, if you're in the in here, we can actually go take a look and say, okay, I want to look at documents. And here's a whole bunch of the previous PDFs that were uploaded. Oh, yeah.
So there already were some. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's easy to find things. One thing I would encourage anybody to do as they're kind of going through is anything that is old and no longer needed, delete them.
Okay. I was actually just going to ask that if I should delete all those old ones.
Yeah. And the only reason being is it's good maintenance on the hosting side of things, just so you're not accidentally adding things. You haven't got things that are just bogging down, creating space when you don't need to.
Right.
I do the same with my computer, same idea. So yeah, and you can bulk select and just select as many as possible, and then, or as you want, and delete from there too. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go now to the careers page and show you how this works.
Okay. So I've uploaded my document. Now I go.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Yeah. Exactly. So I've got that on a separate page. I did that on purpose. I like to do that. In fact, we'll use the last one here, the mechanical engineer junior position. We'll use that as our example here. So here we are in the careers page. When I'm logged in, this black bar across the top that you see, that only shows when you're logged in. So don't worry, clients or visitors are not going to be able to see that. It's only for the admin person who is logged into the back end.
Okay.
So a good safety thing. Okay. In that, if you notice any issues in the back end, and I'm going to kind of show here, like for instance, contact form, it's got two, that means there are two entries through your contract form. That's a good thing. But you might see red dots saying there's an update or something. Don't worry, we manage that for you. You're okay with that. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So here we are on the page. Here's, we're going to make it real fun. We're going to enable the visual builder at the top, because that literally does exactly what it says. The building system that we use to recreate the site after the issues with the old updates not being able to work, we use a builder that enables it so you can visually go and make lots of modifications and things. So now that we've loaded the visual builder, you see we mouse over things and hey, there's things.
Right.
It shows basically you've got sections, rows or columns, right? And then modules within those rows and columns. That's the kind of hierarchy that it's set up as.
Okay.
You'll notice here, this is all grayed out. Previously, and actually what I'll do, I'm going to show this, show you the site open to the editing mode and the current mode. So there's the current mode. That's what it looks like when people go there. Editing mode has some gray areas.
Okay.
What we've done is just simply turned it off visually so that we can go in and add and do things easily. Again, good on the production and efficiency side.
So how do you know? How do you make it show up?
Yep, I'll show right off the bat there. So in any of these the sections, rows, columns, or modules, you see the little gear. That's where you go and edit.
Okay.
So right off there, and in the advanced section, so at the tops, the tabs in the top, you basically have, it says content design advanced. We like to call them beginner, intermediate, and advanced because it kind of tells you the hierarchy. So in the advanced section, visibility, disable, turn that off, and all of a sudden it's no longer gray.
Okay.
Which means it now be visible across the board. It's a neat feature because you can hide things on phone, mobile devices if you want, that kind of stuff, but it's usually a bulk. So in this case, here we go. We have some things that were already existing there.
Great.
Which is neat. I am going to suggest one thing to you guys, though, and that is instead of using the text link like we have here,
okay,
I'm going to go here and I'm thinking I'd like to get rid of those, and I'll show you why. Okay. Just because, okay, I'm doing in the back end here, just so you're aware, I'm just doing a copy so I can say marketing coordinator Calgary. I'm going to copy that again, efficiency, nothing more. So delete that there. Now it's gone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a button instead. So literally you click that little plus, it opens up the menu for all these different modules you can add, which is cool. Okay. And I'm going to say button. And I'm going to say the title, and there's that paste, marketing coordinator, Calgary. And okay. Now I'm going to jump back a page, go to the media library and say marketing coordinator. Let's use that one instead. There we go. So I click that over here to the right, it says copy URL. Then go back to the page. Let's paste that link in there. And one thing I'm going to recommend is that anytime you have something that takes you off of your website, the PDF that's on your site is included in that we do that in a new tab. So when people close the tab down, you're still on the site. It's good marketing. It's good user experience. Okay. So that pretty much does it. But I'm going to do one little extra thing. And this is something you're not going to have to do moving forward, but it's nice to see. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this button a little bit for you. Just to make it appear a little bit nicer. Okay. And nice little thing. That's cool. And I'm going to change the size of the text. Let's do that here. Hold on. 16 is good. Yes, that's a nice one. Okay, good. So now we have this button. It's all set. And the way it's set is someone clicks it, it opens up the PDF because I've copied the PDF that you uploaded, right? Perfect. And that is on the website right now. Yeah. No, it's not quite there. All I'd have to do is go here to the purple button at the bottom. It opens another menu, and over to the bottom right, save. That publishes it to the page. Okay. All right. So at this point, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do a couple things and show you a couple things that can be very handy in your systems when you're doing this. Okay. So first off, this is irrelevant to you, but I'm just doing this for organizational sake. I'm duplicating some things for a reason, and I'm going to get rid of these here. Okay. So what I've just done is I've separated this top section from this, so we can just go in and hide or unhide this entire top section without affecting this next one. So if you don't, the reason being is if you don't have any positions, you'll want to hide that. Yeah. Right. Okay. So there we are back live. Now let's say that position is current, everything's set, but you want to add a new one. I've got a really easy way of doing that. And that is, again, we'll go here. We say we've uploaded our PDF. So we'll say the mechanical engineer one, junior. Okay. I'm going to copy that here. And here's the cool thing. Right there, the second part, or third one in, duplicate module. Okay. Click that, it duplicates that thing for you. Then you just go into the gear portion again. We do our editing, and I'm gonna just paste what was there. We go back into this, that was the copy the URL again. Okay. Into the link. Paste that link there. Now you have two positions. So that's the duplication thing is what I really wanted to point out there. It makes it easier as you go, right? Perfect. And you can add as many there as you want. So just for the sake of, let's save this page because I can hide this in a second after. So I'm clicking down at the bottom right. There's your save. Now I'm going to go to the page that we had open and I'm going to refresh it. There we go. That's now the live page. If I click that, it does open that PDF with all your information stuff there. Right. Perfect. And that's really it. You're set. Now, in this case, what I'm going to do for you, though, is go, hold it. We don't want that live for everybody going on the page right now. Right. So go back into the visibility side and hide it, and then save at the bottom again. Okay, perfect. And that should do it. Okay. Some quick little side points there is when you're into a module, if you don't click that green button there, the check mark at the bottom, it doesn't save the work you're doing. So there's kind of in stages. It's the work you're doing and then the page. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And that's, yeah, that's one main one there, because some people kind of, whoa, you know, what's going on there? Sometimes when you go into the page, it'll load it and then it'll stop and it'll reload the page again. It's just because there's scripts and things that are being loaded in the back end. Sometimes it'll do a double load. That's not an issue. It's just a matter of keeping things running properly is what it comes down to.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that I've clicked save here, let's go here and make sure we got that. There's the live page. Refresh the live page and it's gone.
Perfect. That looks great.
And that sums it up. So when you're done everything, you exit the builder. That's that button at the top.
Okay.
Now, I had gone in and shown you some things, so it's going to warn you if you've done some things. Go, hey, are you sure? In this case, we already know, but I'm going to hit save and exit just to be safe.
Okay.
And it will then exit that page, and it's going to show you that live page again.
Okay.
But it is hidden in the background when you log in, so you're good. And that's it.
Once I'm logged in,
yep.
And I open up a new tab and go to the Gray Owl website, I will automatically be in as an admin kind of thing, even if in the tab.
Yeah, because what we're going to do then at the right here at the end here, and I won't do this on the on camera because it's a little different, but we'll go to and add you as a new user.
Perfect. That was my next question.
Yeah. So then you'll be able to get access. You'll get an email that sends directly to you. And this is actually a good thing in the recording. We add the new your name, your email address. You'll get the email to set your password. You go do that. And if you ever have any issues with being able to log in, or you forget your password, anything like that, you notice at the top of the screen here, it's the grayowleng.com/WP-admin, like this part right here.
Yeah.
That is your URL to go into the login all the time. And there is a text link at the bottom of the login form that says, you know, lost your password, and you can click that and do a reset as well.
Oh, okay.
Or,
perfect.
you know, or send us an email if you're having problems there, and we will get there. It's just that that's usually faster, especially at midnight.
For sure. Hopefully I'm not working at midnight, but
some people do, and I always use that because that's why our videos work. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Any questions, or does that all make sense for you?
I think that's good. It'll just take me trying it out on my own a couple times to get a handle of it, but it seems pretty straightforward.
Exactly. And you're right there. That's one thing that we usually encourage people, is that once you've learned this, go in as soon as you can, just to go play around. You know how to hide things now, so you can go and do it and save it and play around. And yeah, and the cool thing now too is you have two buttons. You can either delete one using the garbage can, or you can just reset one and just keep recreating, and you don't have anything to worry about because it's already in place for you. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to change as little as possible.
Totally understand. Okay, so let me stop the recording because I think we're in a good spot there. Awesome.